Welcome to the AMASS tooling video. The purpose of this video is to show you around the tools that are part of the AMASS platform for the first prototype. Users should go through the following process. First, the experts should model the standards and regulations. OpenCert supports the structured specification of industry standards, including addition, search, transfer, and the like. A standard diagram editor permits the graphical modeling of a subset of concepts such as activities, roles, and artifacts. Industry standards can be modeled by using various graphical views. In this example, a different life cycle view is graphically presented. A number of review activities, at different stages of the process, collect a set of evidence documents to be assessed. OpenCert offers a tree view of the standard models that allows users to navigate other finer-grained items. For instance, standard requirements are collected as activity elements, which in turn derive in a set of associated evidence artifacts. Then, the assurance project management is responsible to manage the assurance project lifecycle. The assurance project management is responsible to manage the assurance project lifecycle. The user should create an assurance project. Then, reference to in the industrial standard that the project aims to comply with. The project responsible should indicate which specific parts of the standard apply to this specific project. Users should define the process's plans. AMASS Platform takes advantage of the EPF, Eclipse Process Framework, when dealing with process modeling tasks. EPF lets the user model the planned process and adapt it to the user, company's needs. Users can reuse stored activities, artifacts, roles, into the company's specific processes. The tool lets to browse the activities in an HTML format, offering the possibility to have access to the process descriptions in a distributed way across the net. We can export the processes and import them into the assurance project so all the process elements can be checked together with the rest of compliance items. Then, design your component architecture with the system component management. The system component editor is based in Papyrus framework with the Chess plugins extension. The user can model the system architecture by decomposing it into blocks in the blocks diagram editor. User can allocate the functions to the hardware elements which compose the system architecture. Then, user can specify the behavior and define safety and security constraints in form of component contracts. The assumptions and guarantees which conforms the contracts are specified in the formal way. This formality lets the tool to automatically validate the contracts and provide a report of this analysis. The results can be stored in files to serve as evidences. Then, create and edit the assurance case related and reference to the evidences. OpenCert also offers an assurance case editor. It uses the goal structuring notation or GSN. In the palette, user can select any of the GSN concepts and in the diagram view indicate the area where the user wants to include the concept. In the editor view, users can edit and review complex assurance cases. Just by adjusting the zoom, user can see the assurance case. Zoom out, so as to see the whole assurance case. Or zoom in, to focus on a specific part. When reviewing an assurance case, it is important to check the evidence that support the claims. The assurance case editor has a transparent connection within the evidence manager. This way it provides the functionality to check the evidence lifecycle. See the historical information of the artifact from a version management system such as an SVN, and even open the file and see the actual data. When we create an assurance case from scratch, it is difficult to start, and it is greatly advisable to get some support and guidelines, in order to use best practices of argumentation, that has been adequately used in the past. OpenCert provides argumentation patterns and modules support. User can see already used argument patterns and modules in the templates view, drag the most adequate and drop it in the space for the assurance case diagram addition. Then it's time for instantiating the pattern. The argumentation editor also helps the user in that. Select the text of the claim, press Ctrl and space together, and the editor will provide support about concepts and identifications. At any time, the project responsible can check the compliance status. The OpenCert web client supports users to assess the current compliance of a given assurance project regarding industrial standards. This client makes assurance project information accessible through any device such as tablet. In the interactive mode, users can actively select the specific assurance items, view their properties, their compliance level and justification, and the associated evidence. Evidence resource files can be uploaded to or downloaded from an SVN repository. This is particularly useful when an independent safety assessor need to navigate through a specific certification dossier and evaluate the associated evidential documents. OpenCert also provides access to a metrics estimation report. Metrics offer a summary of the main quantitative compliance results, such as the gap for compliance measured in terms of artifacts, activities or other assurance assets. A printer-friendly report is available as a textual output presenting all the compliance information of the selected project. This can be easily done using Export to MS Word button. Upon pressing it, a default document template report gets filled with all the compliance report data presented for the specific assurance project.